Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Saturday to you. This is Jeff here on the CC Mentor channel here on YouTube, and I am your crypto coach and mentor, regardless of whether you're brand new to the space or if you've been around for a while like I have, like a lot of our mastermind group has. So let's rock and roll. I'm just going to make a quick video today. Honestly, I haven't made a video all week. I feel a little guilty about that, but my dad had surgery earlier in the week, and there's been some stuff going on in my personal life, and it's been gorgeous outside, and I've just been playing hooky a little bit, but there's going to be a bunch of stuff coming over the next few days. So as always, if you like the content here, please do like, subscribe, you know, the routine, do all the things, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell, hit the notifications, all that good stuff. But listen, I just want to really quickly do something here to tell you about this BNB stake. Okay. Now, if you've watched my videos before, you know that our mastermind group focuses primarily on income generation through crypto projects, primarily in Ethereum multiplier, Ethereum generator project that is not passive. It does require active, work referrals, but we do show you a really simple way to do that within our group. We can tap you into really simple programs to be able to do that. So that's our primary area. That particular program is going to be having BNB options, not just ETH. They already have a Tron option. We haven't really played with that because Tron's like little tiny crypto, but BNB is rapidly moving in the space, and BNB has some staking opportunities. But look, I want to say really right up front, I'm going to talk about BNB stake a little bit. I want to talk a little bit more about what we do as a mastermind group, and I want to share with you right up front, okay, I am not recommending that you do this. I am not recommending that you do this, all right? I'm not recommending that you're not either. My business partner, Mike, is going to take over here in a minute. He's kind of like one of the lead guys in our mastermind group. And by the way, people have been asking me, like, who's this Mike guy? And how come you do these introductions and you throw it over to Mike? Well, Mike actually produces a lot of content that we get to share and use. He's the guy that kind of dives in, does some of the research, really looks at some of these programs. And then we all decide, do we want to get involved or do we not? So we've done that with NRGY. We've done that with PEAK in the last couple of weeks. I'll have links down below for all of it. And Mike is not dropping referral link for BNB stake, but I, on the other hand, feel like you're big boys and girls. You can make that decision on your own. So I will put my BNB stake link down in the description if you do want to try it out. But I do want to share with you, this is a staking program. But with these high returns, there's a pretty good chance that at some point it's kind of gonna go the way of the dinosaur. Like we've seen with other programs, Burax, CryptoWare. There's been a lot of them over the last. Actually, it's been going on for years. Clear back to USI Tech, clear back to BitConnect. Everybody remember that one? So, if you're new to the space, you won't remember that one. But if you were around then, you'll get a kick out of what I just said. So we've got cool things happening with BNB. One of the things we're trying to do as a team right now is to multiply as much BNB as we can in anticipation of the new smart contract in our primary program being released using BNB, which is Binance coin on the Binance Smart Chain. It's faster, it's cheaper, there's a lot of really cool things about it. And of course, the price of BNB is also going up. So as you multiply your BNB, you also get to increase the value of that BNB as it multiplies, if that makes sense. So anyway, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but, I tend to be really careful when it comes to the gambling side of crypto. I like to focus on trading. I do swing trading primarily. I do a little day trading here and there, but really I'm looking at mostly a buy and hold long-term strategy, build up retirement, that sort of thing. But I like to play in the space. So we're in the DeFi space, like I said, with PEAK, with NRGY. We've done really well with both of those so far. But now we got this BNB stake. Now, BNB stake is a different animal. Yes, it's a smart contract. And there's a couple of steps that you have to do if you have to get BNB, first of all, and then you have to take a couple of extra steps, usually, if you want to get it into your MetaMask wallet, especially if you're in certain jurisdictions. But we'll get into that later. You can always reach out to me directly. Just reach out to me directly to get any information about how to, I'm like happy to jump on a Zoom with you and just kind of walk you through some of this stuff. That's, I really define myself around being a coach and a mentor and really helping people to get started, but also helping people who are in crypto, but maybe this is a new thing for them. So anyway, I don't want to go off on a tangent here, but I do want to continue to emphasize this is a risk, high yield, high risk. Okay, high yield, high risk. What you're looking at here is, a 14-day contract with a 19.6% per day return. So basically what that means is if you put in 10, and I'm not suggesting you put in 10, but I'm just saying that you can calculate it right here. If you put in 10, you're going to get 27.44 back. You do not get the return of your original 10. You just take your 10 and turn it into 27, basically. And you can do it for a little longer terms. These in the green, this plan 4, 5, and 6, they do not allow you to take your BNB out on a daily basis. You have to wait till the end of the term. I'm not going to play in that game, but I did decide to stake 8 BNB last night. And just since then, I just did this last night before I went out with a friend, and I've already got 1.277. In fact, while I'm here, this will be my first test of withdrawing the BNB. So my wallet is connected. I'm just going to hit withdraw, 12.77, and it's going to pull up my MetaMask wallet. And you can see that very small gas fees for the withdrawal. I'm going to hit confirm, and let's see what happens here. Kind of did this on the fly. This is the first time I've taken a withdrawal, but let's just do it. I mean, the nice thing about this particular contract is you can take it out at any time, multiple withdrawals a day if you want to. It says withdrawal successful. So now I should see that extra BNB. Yep, there it is. It just changed from, I think I had 1.8 in there, and now I have 3.11 BNB. So obviously that works. That's cool. But here, again, I just want to continue to come back to this concept of high risk, high return, high yield, high risk. I mean, you always want to incorporate high risk. If you want to put money into something like this, be sure it's casino money, okay? Casino money. Like, we love to play in the games of crypto too, but that's not really where our primary focus is. Our primary focus is on helping people like you, if you're interested, to get involved with things that can help you to build an income with crypto, and to learn how to trade and to put good opportunities in front of you for actual real solid staking opportunities. This is more like a game, I think. But then again, we're seeing more and more money come into it. I mean, it's looking more and more solid. Mike's going to talk about that as we go here, when I flip it over to him. But, and by the way, again, Mike is like he's one of our mentors inside of our community, and he provides a lot of content. It makes it really, really easy for us to just go, you can actually just take his content and duplicate it exactly. I like to put my own little spin on things and my own little commentary. But yeah, Mike is really great about that. We can plug you in on through our Facebook groups, our Facebook chat groups. We've got, all kinds of resources for you to learn how to basically become, have a marketing mentality about this, so that you can bring the right audience to yourself, so that you can then capitalize on the leverage that you get from referring people into any type of a program. So anyway, if you're interested in all that, my direct messenger link on Facebook, m.me/Jeffrey Howard. I think that's what it is. m.me/Jeffrey Howard, JEFFREY Howard. Anyway, the link is down here in the description. My link for BNB Stake is down here. You'll see Mike talk about he's not putting his link out there. I'm putting mine out there because I trust you to make a good decision here. Either don't do it if you can't afford the risk, or if you risk, only risk what you can potentially afford to lose. My feeling is that this is going to last for a little while. It just keeps growing and growing every day. This balance has gone up by 1,600 since I got in last night. So clearly there's some things going on, and there's probably a good chance that at some point it's going to go away, like many things do. But again, this is gambling money, and this is how we do it. So let me know if you have any questions. If you're interested in looking at our other programs like PEAK, if you're interested in looking at other programs like NRGY, if you're interested in talking about how you can actually generate a real income stream, a real income with our sort of marketing structure that we teach you how to do. Very, very simple, very, very duplicatable. Just reach out to me. Very easy to reach out. So down in the description below, you'll see a direct messenger link. You'll see links to check out any other things that we're doing right now. And I think that's it for now. So I'm going to turn it over to Mike. He can give his opinion about this. And once again, if you're interested in this, I just want to recommend, be careful. Don't play with money that you can't afford to lose. And until the next video, I am going to be out of here. So CC Mentor out. See you soon. Bye for now.
BNB Stake is absolutely taking off. Now, don't misconstrue what I'm saying here to be a recommendation you do this. Whether you do BNB Stake or not is entirely up to you. You'll notice I don't even have my affiliate links anywhere on BNB Stake. Some of my original videos on it I did because I was kind of down on it because I hadn't researched it enough. And I figured if somebody wanted to do it anyway, I was fine with that and gave them massive warnings. But now, since I'm a little bit more positive on it, I don't want that to be misconstrued as me suggesting you do it. It's your choice. Go find someone else's affiliate link if you want to do it. I have dropped over 200 BNB of my own in it, but I wouldn't recommend those of you who are following some of the projects that we're working on together do this unless you're a gambler and you don't mind gambling. People are making a lot of money. There will be a lot of millionaires made, but suddenly it will end. And I don't think it's going to be because people do shenanigans. Nobody can pull the rug out from anybody. It's a smart contract. It's set up completely different than some of these other high risk, high yield programs in that regard. It runs the way it's supposed to run. And again, that's as far as we know, according to the audit. And I can't know that 100%. But what I wanted to bring your attention to, if you are already doing this, it's pretty interesting. If you look at this chart, it started in early March. Look at this last candle, because if you know about this, like you can get in front of something that's going to take place in the next 4 or 5 hours. That's pretty remarkable. And so you see this is starting. So it was kind of leveled out, and there were people in the clones, like there's FOMO Stake, which is a clone of this that just recently launched. And they were saying, oh, BNB Stake is more dangerous because it's been running a little while. And, you know, people might withdraw a bunch and you take away the balance. For those of you who follow what BNB Stake is and how it works, I'm not going to go over that right now. I just want to point something out that's pretty remarkable in the charts that tells you a lot about what's going to happen next. So FOMO Stake, people were saying that. And, you know, I was trying to let them know that, you know, when things level off, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to collapse. Like there's other indicators you can look at. And we were looking in the transactions on the blockchain, and we could see it was probably going to go up because of the way what transactions had been done and everything that was happening. But nonetheless, now it's pretty darn obvious. So it started its uptick, and you see yesterday this black bar is showing like it was a record intake. The black bar is the received into the smart contract, more BNB into the smart contract. You can see it was a record amount by a long shot. And the previous day was a record amount before that. And the previous day was a record amount before that, noticing a trend. And the previous day was it was up there with the top 4 record amounts for the month. But the last 3 days were record amounts. And yesterday, March 26th, was a remarkably larger amount than ever before. In addition, there was a significant drop in the amount that was taken out. And so you're seeing this trend also, where not only was it an increase in the historic increase for the contract in the amount that went in to the contract, but also that stayed in the contract. So it was also a record day of how much the contract increased in BNB. And you want the contract to increase, of course, because that's what gives security to it. Those that, you know, are adding themselves to the contract, they want to see that the amount of BNB in the contract increase. So it had a record amount of increase of BNB, as well as a record amount of people depositing. That was yesterday. And what I wanted to let people know is that today, March 27th, already in the last 18 hours since this was printed, since this candle was printed on the blockchain, on the BSC scan for this contract, just in the last 18 hours since this was printed, listen carefully, we have already had another record historic increase that even tops this candle, but it hasn't been printed yet. Now, between now and the next 4 or 5 hours when that gets printed, something could change, but not likely. And so I just wanted to bring people's attention to this that are already in this thing. Don't take this as a recommendation to get in it if you're not already in it, because it's a high stakes game for sure. But those of you who are in it and who don't know how to read this stuff or don't think about this kind of stuff, I just wanted to let you know that when you see this kind of a trend, and already we know in the last 18 hours, what the candle that most likely to be printed here in about 4 or 5 hours is going to skyrocket over this one. And it's yet another record amount, another historic record amount. You want to get in front of that. So between now and the next 4 or 5 hours, this is March 27th. No guarantees. Things could change, but not likely. I'm not recommending you do anything. I'm not recommending anything other than just show you that from a technical analysis perspective, we have momentum here. And in the next 4 or 5 hours, when the next candle is printed, I'm just letting you know that it's going to be another historic amount, unless something changes from the time that I record this. Very unlikely when you have this kind of momentum, something to keep an eye out.